Okay, so today's video, again, this is not a hate video, just sharing comments and criticisms. I disagree strongly with the nutritional approach of Dr. Mark Hyman, who is a family physician. Alright, so I'm sitting here. Now, Mark Hyman says carbs are bad, carbs gives you diabetes, carbs make you fat, gives you a fat face. I'm here eating bread. This is some good, wholesome, white, refined flour, vegan, super low fat bread. This is oil-free bread, so super low fat. The fat you eat is the fat you wear. I love my bread. I love my carbs, sugar, fruit, rice. Last 20 plus years, my diet's been almost exclusively refined sugars, fruit, white rice, etc. Smoothies, juices. In terms of exercise, minimal exercise, just enough to have a bit of base level fitness. And, you know what I mean? It's like, sometimes I ramp it up in summer, in winter hardly train at all. So it's just the game. Mark pretends that all the Asian countries don't exist. All the 5 billion lean carbohydrate eaters don't exist. I love bread, man. Fresh, stone-baked bread, sourdough. Beautiful. Alright, let's get to the video. Always eat as much carbs as you want. Anyway, so I've got Mark Hyman here. Let's have a look at this guy. Yeah. Let's have some criticism. People can criticize me. This is all good. So, look how tired he looks. His eyes, man. Can we zoom this up? Here we go. Let's just pause it. Doctor's pharmacy. So, again, drug. Where are we going here? Pause this. Okay, we're just not going to get that. But, look at Mark's eyes, man. He looks so tired. And I would be too. Look how crisp my eyes look under my... Obviously, I'm younger, but you get guys my age or people my age. Notice everyone who fears sugar, eyes, man, dark, stressed out. Man, never limit your sugar. So we can just straight away see that Mark, he just looks, for me, very tired. All right? Look at that. You know what I mean? Imagine if I look like that. Imagine if I look that tired. People would say, wow, the vegan diet's not good for you. You know what I mean? This is Mark here. He's 40, 62. This is back him in the day eating carbohydrate. This is him now. He's obviously taking steroids. He's taking testosterone, which is fine. A lot of guys that age do. Nothing wrong with that. But he's definitely taking testosterone here. You can tell because of the skin flush. It's called polycythemia, where your red blood cells go up, and it gives that sort of rosy red. Caucasian guys get it. If you're over 30 and using gear, generally you're going to have this, unless you're doing bloodletting. But you can sort of see here this, different lighting, like to have that redness as well indoors. 100% he's on steroids. People say, "Oh, yeah. I've done steroids. I know exactly what the deal is." And the funny thing is, the sad thing is, he doesn't mention that in his things. He's like, age backwards. My program works really good. Blah 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 blah. Vegan diet. So. That's really deceiving. I bet my life on it. Mark Hyman is on a TRT. He's probably on maybe 150 milligrams a week of testosterone here, maybe 200 milligrams a week, maybe a bit of growth hormone as well. You can just see the changes in that masculinity versus over here, where he looks a bit more feminine and sort of natty looking. All right, that's just how it is. Just steroids change your face, they change your voice. Look at some of my old videos. But he just looks, look at this lady over here. Another sugar-phobic person. I'm going to say these people, look tired. I'm not saying they're bad people. I'm just saying that, if you want to have that look in your eyes, that really stressed out, strung out look. Again, don't take it personal. I'm not trying to be mean or rude. I'm just saying, all right, if you maybe doing a Hollywood role. Maybe doing a Hollywood role where you got to look like a stressed mom or a stressed dad or some sort of criminal or just some sort of really stressed person, Cut your sugar. Cut the sugar. Up the coffee. Cut the sugar out. No white rice. No fruit. No sugar, especially refined. Just cut it out, man. Deny, to the best of your ability, deny your desire for sweet things. And you'll get that. It might take a few months or wherever. Yeah, some few days for some people, the eyes will get stressed and you'll have this energy. It's just like, just it's energy, man. And you can be happy and smiley and dancy, but you'll still have this sugar-free eyes. I call it the sugar-free eyes, stressed eyes. All right, and if you want to reverse it and have a glowy face or dewy face, get as much sweets as you care for. If you want sweets, have them. All right, people, I want to eat lots of chocolate. Chocolate's full of fats. All right, I'm talking sweets like sugar, fat-free vegan cookies. You know, just really, really, really low-fat stuff. As much as you want. All right, as much as you want. Now, this is here. Being addicted to sugar is a biological disorder. Isn't that amazing? And he's got cookies, which is most calories from fat. He's got some little cupcakes, most calories from fat. You know, uncontrolled overeating. Yes, Mark, tell me more. Tell me how to starve myself. Isn't that, you know, if you want the sugar-free eyes, follow Dr. Mark Hyman. If you want more relaxed eyes, follow my protocols. Simple as that. You know, I've had people with genetically, just, you know, darker eyes, just genetically, their eyes lighten up, all right? And then when I stop doing my program or whatever, or think I'm a douchebag, the dark eyes come back. So there was one thing here about the, here we go, this is the one. This is the one that causes the controversy here. So Mark Hyman, as this internet's undercarved, isn't it? This internet is undercarved. What's going on here? I think I'm uploading a video. All right, here we go here. The truth is, most chronic diseases, diabetes, cancer, heart disease, and kidney disease are all rooted in insulin resistance. I agree. This is true. This is true. Even Alzheimer's now has been called type 3 diabetes. What's the primary driver behind insulin resistance? A diet? No. He's got it. Oh my God. I just want to... This cracks me. All right? This gets my blood pressure up. A diet abundant in quickly absorbed sugars and carbohydrates, bread, rice, pasta, potatoes, etc., that continuously spike your glucose. If that was true, Mark, please explain why 5 billion slim, half fit, you know, unfit, but they're slim, Asians, Africans, Indians exist, and they live on refined carbohydrate, they live on sugary drinks, they live on white rice, they live on refined corn flour, right? And the potatoes, etc. And they're slim people. They're not starving. They're not tracking their calories in, calories out. They're just eating what they can eat. They're very poor, most of them, $2 a day. So they don't have the money for a lot of fatty, oily, meaty stuff. When they have animal products, it's like a bit of fish broth or a bit of bone broth maybe, or a little chunk of meat, quite lean, or they're just eating rats, you know. And they're filling up on starches, man. They're filling up on sugar, the sweet drinks. And Coca-Cola is cheaper than water in most places in the world. And they don't have the obesity, they don't have the cancer, kidney disease, etc. All right, they have poverty, they don't have starvation. You know, we're talking not the starving people here. We're talking to people who have as much rice as they want. You know, and you're seeing big. I've been to Asia, you know, in the country areas, and I've talked to people, and I watch them eat. And I go to the markets, and I stay in people's houses, you know, and watch what they eat. And I stay in people's houses who are millionaires, and they're fat because they think meat's good and rice is bad. All my obese Asian friends think white rice made them obese. All my lean, hot, fit Asian friends know that fat you eat is the fat you wear. You know, the strippers or the, you know, the hotties that you've seen in my videos, they're like, yep, carbs for the win. Fat you eat is the fat you wear. If you look like a cow, eat a cow. Eat cows. So sugar, let's debunk this one here. So Mark said that sugar can't cause insulin resistance at all. 100% every single keto person fails a glucose tolerance test, an oral glucose tolerance test. 100%. When you have so much fat in your diet, over 30-40 grams a day of fat, and unless you're doing extreme cardio to clear that fat out of your blood, which is really, really hard to do, you're going to cause insulin resistance because the fat coats the insulin receptor site. Right? This is medical, scientific, biological fact. Right? You can Google it. I mean, Google doesn't teach you much anyway. You can Google anything. Google aliens exist, durianriders got 10 legs, whatever. You know, it's like... But, this is common sense stuff. Read a medical physiology textbook. All right? Sugar can't cause insulin resistance because sugar doesn't block the insulin receptor site. Insulin resistance is when the insulin in your body isn't doing its job and you need more insulin. Your body's resistant to the current level of insulin because the fat is blocking the insulin receptor site. This is why 100% of type 2 diabetics who work with me, 100% get off their meds. Right? And they're working with the doctor as well. I'm like, just listen to your doctor. And doctor's like, we don't need meds anymore because your insulin resistance is like 0. It's just no worries. You're passing your glucose tolerance test, no worries, which is the marker of insulin resistance. So, and they're like, we don't need to give you any metformin anymore because you don't need it. You're diabetic free. See you later. I don't know what you did, but keep doing it. And same with type 1 diabetics. Look at my interviews with type 1 diabetics. Does Mark Hyman have any interviews with type 1 diabetics saying, Mark, I've got more energy now, I've lost weight, I'm looking great, carbon up? Nah. Zero. And look at all the interviews I have with type 1 diabetics. Robbie Barbaro, remember Robbie Barbaro? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, just look it up, man. We've got type 1 diabetics, high carb diabetic, that cyclist guy. We've also got Benny M on the channel coming up soon again. It's just, this is why I just, oh my God, it pains me. It pains me. Mark Hyman. Let's put $1 million on it USD. Let's put $1 million on it. We get 10 type 1 diabetics and 10 type 2s. And in a week, every single one of the type 1s and type 2s will be loving what I'm doing for them. And they'll all be in heightened insulin sensitivity. And all the people who are doing your stuff will have extra insulin resistance. And we'll prove that via an oral glucose tolerance test. Type 1s doing your program will need more units of insulin. Type 1s doing my program will need less insulin, and they'll start losing weight. They'll start shredding out, leaning up relative to their genetics, etc. So Mark Hyman, your diet gives people diabetes. Mark Hyman, your diet gives people insulin resistance. That is fact. That is a fact and easily provable by a simple oral glucose tolerance test. So Mark, you got half of this thing right, and then the next bit you blame carbohydrates. It just shows how incompetent you really are and you're a doctor, dude, right? You're a doctor. You're a doctor teaching this stuff. That is that's like class action lawsuit stuff. You're going to give people diabetes, man. You're giving people diabetes. Literally. Someone should sue Mark Hyman. He's a doctor. He's got the money. Sue him. He's destroying your health. Literally sue his ass. You're in America. Get a lawyer. Get on it.